Now we're going to take you on a tour of our Human Trafficking Crisis Center. This is the second building we've been in. Our first building, we were there for about 1.5 years, and it was a great first step for us, but we grew out of that place very quickly with the volume of people who need our in-person services. So we moved to this building. We've expanded several times, and since our certification, we've been able to serve hundreds of victim survivors of sex trafficking or labor trafficking of all genders, adults and juveniles. So now we're going to show you the areas where we provide services for these individuals.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dragonfly Home Human Trafficking Crisis Center. Right now we're in one of our advocacy rooms, and in this very room we have staff that field hotline calls on our 24-hour human trafficking hotline. Now this hotline is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And since being founded and receiving certification from the Oklahoma Office of the Attorney General, we have literally fielded thousands of hotline calls on this hotline. So who exactly calls our hotline? We have all kinds of calls, you all. This could be from survivors who are in need of urgent assistance. We have calls from law enforcement, other frontline professionals like medical care professionals, social workers, mental health professionals, and we also get calls from the community who are wanting to know more about trafficking. So on these calls and through this very important program at the Crisis Center, we're able to provide things like emotional support, crisis intervention, referrals, and even make next steps and plans for survivors who qualify for our services.
This room serves multiple functions. So first of all, we will have different activities for survivors who we serve. That can include something like a pizza party. It can include support groups. It can include art activities, art therapy. And this table works out really well for that. So part of our philosophy at Dragonfly is it's not just about the delivery of services, it's also about celebrating each person, starting to build positive experiences and positive memories. And there have been so many memories like that in this room. So people gathered around this table enjoying a delicious Thanksgiving feast that was donated. People gathering around here to do some fun like painting activities, and they're choosing colors and there's glitter available and we're enjoying pizza together. It sounds so simple, right? The kind of things that we take for granted in life, but individuals who we serve might not have those memories, but by coming to Dragonfly, they get a chance to build positive memories.
Now we are in our client resource room. This is a room that's still under construction, but has been requested by so many of the clients that we serve. This room meets the need for clients who are applying for jobs, they are building their resumes, they are studying for school, getting their GEDs, or even studying in college classes. So we are excited to be able to provide this critical space for so many of the people that we serve.
So one thing that we keep on supply here at Dragonfly is an array of backpacks or go bags that we can give people who we serve. There are numerous reasons why these are super important. So people will arrive here and they have nothing but the clothes on their back. Somebody comes to us and they are in complete crisis. They will receive one of these bags and it's full of toiletries, things that somebody needs. So things that will just make you feel better, right? Get you to a better mental space for whatever next steps are needed. So things like a hairbrush or toothpaste, deodorant. We'll have shampoo, soap, lotion. Survivors will be able to choose footwear, a new set of clothing. We've got that on site, and all of that will go into the backpack that they get to take with them. Sometimes when people arrive at Dragonfly, they are in imminently dangerous situations. So that can mean that their trafficker is looking for them to either regain control or do further harm. And so it's not safe for them to stay in the Oklahoma City area. So when they come to Dragonfly, we are going to safety plan with these individuals, figure out what's the safest way to take next steps.
We have this super cute little welcome area because we know that the people who come to us often come to us without having had any food, They're very stressed out, they're exhausted, and the first thing they want to do is get something to snack on or something to drink. But moreover, this is a good and easy way to empower survivors to make small choices after living a life or having been controlled by a trafficker for so many years, right? They get to choose what they want to eat and drink, and they're in control of this small thing while they're here at the Dragonfly home.
All of this place where we serve people, it just is, we decorated it to feel like a home. That's why we have that word in our name, because even though the services that we provide here are non-residential, you know, this looks like a living room. This is a place where you can come, you can grab a blanket, you can curl up, you can have a snack, you can talk with people. We have support groups here and activities in this area. All of our therapy rooms look like living rooms. And I'll tell you that we've gotten really great feedback from people we serve. They walk in here and people will look around and say, wow, their first impression often is that it's really cute in here. It's cute, it's homey, it's peaceful, and it's a place where a lot of people we serve have say they actually enjoy coming.
There are so many times that Dragonfly receives a call on the hotline at 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning, and that can be from a survivor themselves who needs to be recovered out of an active trafficking situation, or even a call from law enforcement where they've done an operation and they have intercepted a survivor from a trafficking situation. When those situations happen, a lot of times survivors need, first of all, clothing, toiletries, food, but the most common request is coming to take a shower, right? We recognize that the individuals who are coming directly out of trafficking situations have often, honestly, just had sex with commercial sex purchasers. They have just come out of an active labor trafficking situation in squalid conditions, in unsafe work environments, and a hot, warm shower really is the very beginning of them coming out of this situation and starting over.
This is our beautiful, whimsical kids' room. We love this room. So bright and colorful. A lot of kids will come with a parent while the parent is coming to the Relief and Restoration Center to receive services. And so they can come into this room and have all kinds of activities. We've got books, we've got a craft area where they can color. I know that one young one who came here very much enjoyed discovering Play-Doh for the first time here and might have made a little bit of a mess, and we loved it because this little kid was having fun and got to, in a hard time in their parents' life, really just escape, have some fun, get to be a kid, and actually discover something that they hadn't tried before.
This is one of our therapy rooms at the Dragonfly home. I think so many people kind of wonder, what do you do at the Crisis Center? And I think two of the most important services that we provide here at the Crisis Center are specialized intensive case management and also trauma-focused therapy, right? These are services that individuals need after having been trafficked to be able to start making decisions and start building their own futures. And I'll give one example of a young lady that we served here in this therapy room, and I'll just call her Emily for the purpose of this tour. Emily was actually trafficked by her mom for at least 2 years, and Emily was placed with a safe guardian, but that wasn't the end of her trafficking story. She needed so much more, and so she came to the Dragonfly home, didn't need shelter, but certainly needed trauma-focused therapy. She needed case management, court advocacy assistance, and so many of the other services that we provide right here in this room.